What's up guys? Today we're going to be creating some really cute Bluey cartoon and Barbie inspired custom shoes. I'm going to show you how to create a color scheme around these themes and how to color match. I thought these themes would go perfect on a toddler shoe, so first things first, I headed to the Nike store to pick out a pair of Air Forces. I'll never get over how cute these little sizes are. Let's talk about planning your custom. Creating a mock-up will allow you to choose your color scheme first before painting something you might not like in the end. You can find workable mock-up files online and even choose the exact shoe you want to design. Once it's saved, you'll be able to open it up in Photoshop. You'll see a bunch of different options in the Layers tab, and this is what we'll be using to change the colors of each panel of the shoe. For example, let's double click on the swoosh icon. This will bring up the Layers style window. You'll want to click Color Overlay, which will immediately change the color of the designated area. If we click the square of color, it will allow us to choose what color we desire for the panel. It's that easy. So for my Bluey inspired shoe, I'm going to choose the heel panel and switch the color over to light blue. I'm going to select another panel and hit Color Overlay again. This time I'm going to hover the mouse over to the panel I previously colored and you'll see an eyedropper tool. I'll just click the panel to grab the same color and my new panel will match the color I just eyedropped. This makes it easier for when you want multiple panels to be one color. From there, I'm just going to repeat the process. Select a layer, hit Color Overlay, and either eyedrop a previous color or choose a new color for each section of the shoe until I get a theme that I like. Once you're happy with your final product, you can go up to File and hit Save As. For the Barbie theme, I'll open the blank file up again and repeat the same steps to create a new Barbie-inspired colorway. Alright, now that we have our colorways planned, it's time to execute them on our super cute toddler-sized Air Forces. Of course, our first and very important step is deglazing the entire shoe with some Angelus Repair and Deglazer. This will remove the factory finish and allow us to add a new durable layer on top. When deglazing, make sure you thoroughly scrub all the areas you'll be applying paint to. Next, let's talk about matching our paint colors to the theme we created on Photoshop. As you can see, I have my pre-mixed color palettes ready to go, and once painted, they'll end up matching my mock-up pretty well. Here's how I do it. I'm going to select the eyedropper tool in Photoshop and click on the color I want to mix for my mock-up. It'll bring up the color picker window. As you can see, the further we scroll left, the more we go towards the white corner. The further we scroll to the right, the darker the pink gets. And the more we scroll down, the more we go towards gray and black. This is how I can tell how much of which color goes in each mixture. So the dot is falling more toward the white corner with a bit of pink. It's very slightly downward, so that means there's a small bit of gray. And according to the slider, it's more of a red than purple type pink. This has helped me so many times mixing colors, especially when I'm not sure what colors should be added within the mixture. So with that being said, my mixes have varying amounts of flat white, hot pink, and a dash of gray to mute the intensity. Using the same method for my Bluey colors, they're going to be pretty simple as well, with flat white, blue, orange, and gray. Now that we have our colors ready to go, it's time for the fun part, which is painting, and I'll be painting each panel according to my mock-up. When painting, be sure to do about 3 to 4 coats with drying times in between. For the most professional look possible, I like to paint the edges of the panels as well. To me, it makes a big difference in the end. For the paw prints, I'm going to be grabbing my pencil to sketch in the design first. This is just to make sure I like the size and placement of the details. So I'll be drawing in a large circle with smaller circles around it. Once I like the look of the sketches, I'll grab my paint color and fill in the dots. Don't worry about completely covering the pencil marks, as we can erase the leftover lines when the paint dries. And to finish off the custom, we'll be applying about 2 coats of 4-coat to protect the paint from scuffing. For our Barbie theme shoe, we'll be following the same step. Apply 3 to 4 coats to their designated panels according to our mock-up, with drying times in between. And once we finish adding in our color, we'll go ahead and apply a few coats of 4-coat to protect this custom as well. Moving on to applying our rhinestones, we're going to need a pretty strong glue to get the job done. I'll be using a small tube of E6000 glue to apply them properly. I'm just going to use an old paintbrush to apply some glue to the swoosh, and then use a flattened colored pencil to grab the rhinestones without having to use tweezers. This part is pretty fun. We'll repeat the process of applying glue and applying rhinestones on top until the swoosh is fully covered. Once the swoosh is fully covered in rhinestones, give it a good press to make sure everything is stuck in place. Put your hand in my hand in between my